Welcome into another edition of Bama Central 3 and Out with Joey Blackwell and Mason Smith. I'm Katie Wyndham. Guys, Alabama's already passed their first hurdle in the month of October with a road trip to Arkansas. But overall, this is a big month for Alabama. This is a month on the calendar where people maybe saw some potential loss for the season. Preseason, this Saturday's game against A&M was kind of the one that everyone had circled, and because of how A&M has done so far this year, maybe that game has lost a little bit of its luster. But there's still some big games coming up against A&M this Saturday, at Tennessee, and against Mississippi State. So, Joey, just kind of talk about how pivotal this month of October is for the Crimson Tide and their hopes at, making it back to the SEC championship, back to the college football playoff, and ultimately winning a national championship.
Well, in the month of October, they play 3 ranked opponents. So Arkansas not ranked anymore, but they were number 20 when Alabama played them. So obviously you already crossed that bridge, but now there's 3 more teams ready to go in front of them. They have Texas A&M, who while they might not be ranked, it's still a big matchup in Tuscaloosa. Then you have to travel to Tennessee before hosting Mississippi State. Obviously now Tennessee is the new game on the schedule that people have their circled on their calendars. Both teams are poised to be likely undefeated heading into that game, so it's going to be huge in Knoxville. But even extending past October, Alabama after this A&M game has 4 straight games against ranked opponents. You have the aforementioned Tennessee and Mississippi State, but then you also have LSU and Ole Miss. 3 of those 4 games are all going to be on the road, except with all of them being on the road except for Mississippi State. So it doesn't get any easier for this Crimson Tide team. You also have Austin Peay and Auburn after that, and kind of winding down before the year's up. But just really, really critical games in the month of October, and it's not going to get easy for this Alabama team anytime soon.
Absolutely, Joe. I really agree with you. And kind of to elaborate on your Tennessee point, Hendon Hooker, he is no slouch at quarterback. I got a chance to watch him against Florida. He really kind of delivered the ball. I was really impressed with how we played. So going into Tennessee, going into Knoxville, especially with that checkerboard, that checkerboard fan base, I think it's going to be a really tough game for them, but especially with LSU and Mississippi State to kind of follow suit. Both of those teams, last time I checked, are ranked in the AP poll. So it's going to really be a matchup going down the stretch to see if Alabama can come out October. I think they're favoring all these games, but of course, like in any sport, you have to play the game. So I'm really looking forward to see how those guys match up.
Yeah, and we saw last year Alabama bounce back from a loss in October to finish out the regular season on a winning streak. They carried that momentum into the SEC championship game and ultimately to the college football playoff. So it's not, a nail in the coffin if they are to lose one of these October matchups, especially say they are to lose at Tennessee next week. That would be a loss to an Eastern opponent. And if they went out, they're still the SEC West champion. But these are going to be some crucial games and kind of figuring out the identity of this team as they continue to build and improve from week to week and are back in that number 1 spot in their rankings. But Bama Central will definitely have you covered for all those games in October and for the rest of the season. So for BamaCentral.com, this has been 3 and Out. Thank you so much for watching.